When you need help or advice, you turn to your parents or a trusted friend for help. So why go outside of Virginia, your home, when you need car insurance? Able Insurance gives you individual attention and won't turn you away no matter what your driving record looks like. Giving same-day personal service in the state of Virginia for over 30 years. Able Insurance, 979-0814 is the number. AbleInsurance.com is the site. What up, though? Ah, man, hold on. Let me clear my throat. Let me try that again. What up, though? This will happen, man, when you try to get your workout in real quick and then got a shower and then get ready for a podcast and you ain't even dry yourself off and your shirt soaking wet. You ain't even rehydrated yet. But, hey, man, the show must go on. So we here on this Monday. We got to talk about a lot of things NBA. We had a nice show on Saturday at noon. If you haven't checked both of those out, part 1 and part 2, it's on iTunes, it's on BlogTalk Radio, it's on Anchor.fm, it's on Apple Podcast. I already say Apple Podcast, PodBean, Google Play. It ain't uploaded on Spotify yet for some reason, and it's also available on YouTube. So go check both of those out. We did a 2-hour and 30-minute show, and I cut it up in 2 different parts. And I know you'll enjoy that because it was a couple arguments, and it was a fun show, man. So check that out. Shout out to my sponsor, Able Insurance, Connor Murray Realtor, STHUjuice.com. That's shutthehellupjuice.com. Go to my site and pick up some merchandise or hit me up directly. What up, Aaron? JaVale in the building, Chuck. I see Jamal, Krishanda, Cal in the building. A lot more people will load up in the Facebook stream. I haven't been doing YouTube stream that much, man, because once I had to rebuild my new channel, I got lazy. So I didn't do it to my liking. I do upload stuff there, but I don't do a lot of live streams to my YouTube channel like I supposed to anymore because it's just tough starting over, man. Especially when you're a little poop booty like myself. You know, I just had 1,700 members subscribers, and then it got zapped. So I don't feel like starting over. So that's why y'all ain't seen me that much on YouTube. JaVale, is that you, JaVale? Who is that?
Yeah, that's me, bro.
My dog JaVale in the building. So first I wanted to talk about NBA Summer League. We saw Zion Williamson have his debut. It lasted 1 half. It was an earthquake. He apparently hurt his knee in warm-ups, had a knee bruise, had 11 points, had a couple turnovers, got a shot block. He went against the right guy for his first NBA game and Knox for the Knicks. I thought that was the perfect guy to face Zion because he's just as athletic. He's long. And he relies on, well, he can shoot, but he's an explosive player as well. So Zion came out taking trash cans, juice jumpers. He reminded me of Donovan McNabb late in his career trying to show folks he could throw from the pocket where there's no need. Like Zion, we pay to see you dunk. You need to dunk. He did rip the ball from somebody and get a dunk. Leonard Parentes found him at the end of, the half or the quarter for a dunk on the baseline. That was dope. But overall, Zion didn't look that good. He did have a block all the way to the third row. But, yeah, man. And he looked out of shape because he's been on tour. Man. He hasn't had a chance to really practice and work on his craft. Been the first pick, got a lot of obligations. He's been moving around a lot. So that's why he looks so out of shape. And I think that's a blessing in disguise that they send him out the rest of the summer because he get to practice, he get to work out, he get to focus on his body. And I think that's his biggest hurdle is maintaining his body and making sure he could function. JaVale, you got anything to add about Zion, man? Did you have a chance to see the game?
Yeah. For what it was worth the time, a little rusty. He hasn't played
Yeah.
since what, mid-March, the end of March. You know what I'm saying? So it's to be expected. But I think the summer league is more for those, those borderline guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trying to get on. You know what I'm saying? The roster and trying to make the NBA squad and not the G League or whatever. But I think as he trains more, and as he gets his body into NBA shape, I think everything will round in the form for him.
Yeah, man, and I think you make a great point, fam, when you say he hadn't played basketball in a minute. Basically, since they've been eliminated, he hasn't played true organized basketball. He's been doing little workouts here and there, getting ready for the combine. Like I said, doing these interviews. It's similar to the NFL after they had the Senior Bowls and stuff, and they get ready for the combine. It's like you don't even get to have OTAs. They throw you. I mean, he had those little practices, but you get thrown right out there, so you're going to look rusty. RJ looks rusty also. We both know that he about a bucket, so you don't really too much worry about him that much. Because RJ can shoot and score, it's less concern for him looking trashy versus Zion, because everybody has this trepidation about Zion's game, so we're really going to react to his trash can juiciness compared to RJ's, in my opinion. What you think about RJ?
I mean, I like I like Barrett, and same with him as well. He hasn't played in a minute. He's been on this New York City World Tour. You know what I'm saying? And then they get out to Vegas. And you know what I'm saying? There's more glitz and glamour. But I think the summer league, man, it's turned into a show. You know what I'm saying? 10, 15 years ago, nobody was talking about the summer league. Now, the summer league is huge. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel you.
I like it, man. It's interesting. It must see TV. And I think it's good, man. Even all the stars. You got LeBron, you got AD. You got all these big time stars coming out to see these rookies and second year players. You know what I'm saying? And I think it goes a long way if these superstars see something they like in a certain said player. I think they can have a lot to do with what the GM and the the front office does with certain players.
Nah, that's real. And speaking, as we transition more, we got to talk about our UVA guys. Shout out to Cal Guy. He's been taking full advantage of his exposure he's been getting for the summer league, demonstrating playmaking abilities, ability to do other things except for shoot the three ball. He got offered a two-way contract by Sacramento now, so that's etched in stone. That's showing that they're investing in him, investing in his development. A part of me right now want to be super ultra petty to a lot of the fan base who was just dissing this kid for leaving early. But then again, it's like it's not gonna get us anywhere. So I'm just gonna celebrate his decision and for his ability to show that he rather get paid to develop versus staying in the university to develop. So salute to Cal Guy, man. Congratulations to him.
Sure. For sure. And, other than that, that first half of the first game, we had a couple of turnovers. The second two games, he played well. It's probably the best player on the court for the Kings for, large stretches of those two games, and as long as he continues to be consistent, with that three ball, and if he can, hone and work on his ball handling skills, what I'm saying? I think he can etch out a role, for the Kings or, another team down the road.
No, hold on. Is this JaVale?
Yeah, that's JaVale.
Yeah. Oh, hell no, JaVale. We ain't doing that. Because I remember a guy that said that Kyle Guy should have, already know what I'm here to do, huh? Don't play with me. I remember you saying that you wanted him to come back another year. Where does the change of heart come from? Do you still feel that way?
I mean, yeah, I still feel that way. I feel if he had came back, he would have been a first round pick next year. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that was my whole thing. I didn't think, you know, I thought another year would help him, you know. But hey, they won a national championship. The two guys, you know, who came in the class with him were going pro, you know, and he felt like that was the best decision for him, you know. I mean, I feel I can honestly say I was looking at it more of from a fan's perspective, you know. But again, if I was in that man's shoes, you know, if you want to get paid, you know, everybody goes to college or to a university, you know, to become to get in the professional field for whatever it is, you know. And he felt, you know, a year early would do him and his fiance and you know his future family well. So, you know, but I do stand by what I said. I thought if he had came back, you know, for another year, you know, he would have been a first round pick.
Okay, JaVale.
Okay. I thought you were going to talk to me, JaVale. Go ahead.
What does Kyle Guy have left to prove at UVA?
What does he have left to prove?
Yeah, at UVA.
I'm not talking about. You talking about what else does he have to prove? I don't necessarily think he has anything to prove. I just think he could have raised his draft stock.
You said that if he come back one more year, that you know, so he could have possibly been a first round pick. I mean, but you've seen for the last 3 years how Tony Bennett gonna use it. So, I mean, what else is there left for him to do at UVA? You know what I mean? Like the man feel like he possibly peaked at UVA. So if he gonna develop, why not get paid while being developed?
Well, I understand that point, and I respect it. I'm just saying, you know, I felt that with another year he could have done better. You know, I look at a player, you know, like for instance, Cassius Winston. You don't think Cassius Winston could have been a first round pick, but he chose to go back to school to further his draft stock?
No, I do not think he could have been a first round pick.
Okay.
I mean, but you know what I'm saying, Kyle got defense, you know. The kid can flat out shoot the basketball. You know what I mean? There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And that's one thing the league always sees shooting. You know what I mean? I think he made the right move. You know, he fresh off a national championship. You go where you hot. His team won.
Look, JaVale, we got you. Look, that's all I wanted to hear from you. You said yourself you were speaking from a fan point of view. So I can't be mad at you when you feel the way that you feel about Kyle Guy. Now, to all the rest of you nickels that are like still listening to Chris Broussard, listening to Stephen A. Smith, still listening to who's it? Cowherd? Is that his name?
Yeah, Cowherd.
Still listening to these guys and their analysis, they all need to be slapped. That's what I want to get into. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
I heard some Lakers fans talking crazy, like these new narratives that's coming up. Oh, you know, LeBron finds he about to move to the point. He gonna make all these players better, but there is no proof that any of these players through their career is gonna get any better than what they are. Okay, the first thing they want to do is like, okay, hey, LeBron and AD will be good. That's all that matters. LeBron and AD. We don't care about anybody else that's on the team. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Has LeBron ever played good with a big man? Ever? No, nobody can prove that to me. They're like, well, when did he actually have a big man? I say he had Chris Bosh and he had Kevin Love, who were big men before they came to LeBron, and then they became three-point shooters on the outside.
They stretch guys though, man.
Anthony Davis ain't the typical big man though.
So they didn't. Okay.
Is he a shooter? Typical prototype.
Is he a shooter?
Hey, look.
He's shooting.
You got all Laker fans on you, dog. You got all Laker fans around you. So
I'm just saying, like, so what is Boogie gonna be? So what is Boogie gonna be?
I'm not saying that as a Laker fan. I'm saying that as a guy who just watched basketball. Like I just seen Anthony Davis do some everything. So I mean, he's not the typical. He's not the typical big man. Now Boogie is the typical big man.
Okay.
You know,
but here's the other thing too.
But
go ahead. I want to hear it.
I mean, but out of all the big men that LeBron has played with guys at height that LeBron has played with, who's the best one, talent-wise?
The one he playing with now.
The one he playing with now. And the skill package that come with the one he got now ain't the same. It is a lot different than ones he played with. And I think LeBron is going to kind of take a back seat to Anthony Davis.
So who would you say? I'm gonna have
to see it before everybody just say, you know what I'm saying? We don't have proof of that. I'm gonna have to see it.
I think the only reason I say he's good enough to get his. He's good enough to get his points. He's good enough to get his rebounds. He's going to get his assists. He's proved that over the years. You know what I mean? But, like, at the end of the day, I think, you know, this probably, like, one of the most talented guys he's played with. And he know what he is in his career, and he know what Anthony Davis is in his career. Yeah. Now, granted, LeBron will get the credit for everything. He's going to get the, regardless of what, he's going to get the credit for everything that happens in L.A.
Hey, Hawk, it's a lot of Lakers fans on the line right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of them on the line.
I'm a Lakers fan.
Okay, so my question to Lakers fans: Magic Johnson quit a month and a half, 2 months ago, right? Talked bad about the organization, backstabbing, not trustworthy. So why is he making the pitch for Kawhi?
Because that's who they wanted to talk to.
After just a month ago. Yeah, I understand Kawhi and his uncle didn't want to talk to Pelinka.
Okay, so that's why. That's simple. We can't.
It's just like for Rob Pelinka. It's just like for Rob Pelinka does not trump his love for the organization.
I understand, but the man just came out a month or so ago trashing the organization.
The reason that's why Kawhi wanted to talk to him. That's why they wanted to talk to him. Like, why you want to pitch for them after you just bashed them? That's why.
And do you think Magic?
Listen.
Still loyal.
That's why they broke it down. All they meetings was individuals. Like, it wasn't a meeting with the Lakers. It was a meeting with Magic, Pelinka, Jeannie. Him
choosing the Lakers was more on the Magic not getting through to him, or he would just rather do his own thing and not play with LeBron and AD.
He had already made his mind up.
He made his mind up. He did his own thing.
Like, that's all it was. He had made his mind up. He knew where he wanted to go. He waited. I mean, honestly, if you look back at it, he waited till pretty much every decent free agent, every second tier free agent was gone off the market.
I don't really think
before he made his decision.
I think he waited till that Paul George deal was done. I mean, that Paul George deal took a while.
Oh yeah.
He wasn't worried about nobody else. You know what I'm saying? He already knew where he wanted to go. I mean, he ain't had nothing but Lakers in his. He ain't had nothing but Lakers in his ear because Jerry West ain't nothing but a Laker himself. He just recruited for the other team.
Ooh, Jerry West. That's again.
That's Jeannie Buss fault with her dumb ass.
I mean,
she's an idiot.
Hey, how you call Jeannie Buss a dumb ass?
That's real.
With her dumb ass.
You know.
I'm a realist, man. I'm a Laker fan, but I'm a realist. I don't care. I call my team out all the time. And we do some dumb shit. I'm going to say we did some dumb shit.
I've had real Lakers fans trying to put it. Go ahead.
No, that's you. Go ahead.
Nah, I had real Lakers fans come up to me talking about we're going to win the chip, how good Anthony Davis is. They saying that AD is KD, pretty much the same level. I'm like, oh, what? Well, I didn't see it. When did I ever see that? You know what I'm saying? You got people saying that, they got all these shooters. I'm like, where are these shooters that y'all see? Talking about Avery Bradley being good, being Danny Green.
Get them.
They role players. Like,
get them fanatics.
Role players.
That's the same thing. That's the same thing Kawhi just had Kawhi on the tip. So you can't shoot it down.
realistically, it's too early. It's too early to tell for both teams right now. I mean, you really ain't gonna see
so currently,
you can see everything shape after the All-Star break.
Currently constructed, which roster is better, Lakers or Clippers?
Talk about it.
Well,
defensively,
for me,
the Lakers. I mean, the Clippers. No, without a doubt.
Lakers. Hold on. Defensively, the Lakers.
I said the Clippers.
Oh, okay, my bad.
My bad.
The Clippers are a better defensive group. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, but if I say roster wise, me personally, I might have to get an edge to the Lakers. Not being a fan of this, but you know what I'm saying. You know, the Clippers got too many unknowns on their bench. Like now,
but the Clippers did well.
Hold on, let him finish.
I'm just saying, like you're looking at Patrick Beverly, you're looking at Paul George, you're looking at Kawhi Leonard, you're looking at Montrezl Harrell, you're looking at Lou Williams. You know what I mean? Like after that five right there, I mean, who we really talking about?
But look what they did this year without Kawhi and without.
But I'm just saying, you just can't take Zubiak and Montrezl Harrell and just throw them out there on Anthony Davis and Boogie.
I mean, the thing, what it's gonna come down to is, I think the Lakers got the edge mentally because of the veterans. If Boogie is locked in the way he needs to be locked in, if he want to get paid somewhere ever again, and in shape, because I mean he ain't really get in shape until the Western Conference Finals. He had just started getting in shape.
But you do realize the Clippers up until maybe 2 or 3 weeks before the All-Star break, they were the number 1 seed in the West with their squad last year.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's last year.
But I'm saying with what they added compared to what they lost, I mean, I'm not understanding why.
Look at the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics made it to the Western Conference Finals without their 2 top stars, and they came back this year and they couldn't smell it. I mean, the Eastern Conference. I mean, you don't know. You got to wait till the season play out.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know.
I don't know,
That's
man. Y'all let go of all that usage y'all had, or guys that could have grown. I mean, y'all got Kuzma. And then, you know, I guess you got peak AD, and I don't know how healthy Boogie's going to be. But outside of that, everybody else old as hell.
I'm gonna speak from having that injury, from the torn Achilles injury. Like, one thing for sure, it takes you a full year. He sat out until after the All-Star break, got himself together, then tried to come back and play. Now, I mean, granted, I still felt like, yo, man, you should have took this year off too, fully. But instead, he saw an opportunity to win a ring, so he came back. Like, I mean, I think he'll be better now than what he was at first because he gonna train a little better. Bron gonna work with him, just like Bron gonna work with AD. But I mean, realistically, what's the expectation? It's not like he's the first or the second option. He averaged 17 and 8 during the regular season last year while playing 23 minutes with Golden State.
Yeah.
So I mean, what kind of expectation do you really have of him? I mean, if he giving you 17 and 8 in that condition right there.
I'm about to say he got a lot more.
But you gonna throw Zubac on him though.
Hey, so
do the body.
So when we compare the two rosters, do we more so just pay attention to the names more than how the teams have been playing alongside each other?
I think we are.
I think, you know.
I mean, because that's the human nature, though. That's human nature when you look at a roster. If you familiarize with names, you're going to, be swayed towards the name. Like if I told somebody, who would you take, the Denver Nuggets or the Lakers? A lot of folks going to take the Lakers because of the name. The names on the roster.
I think Nuggets. Because I said on the even on the chat, I said chemistry has to mean something, man. Especially how long you've been with somebody.
Like if you're a casual fan, you're going to pay attention to known names. Like when they signed Avery Bradley, a lot of folks going to get excited, while a lot of us know that Avery been kind of beat up. Is he still the same Avery we know as being a lockdown defender? Like, what Avery are we getting? What Rondo are we getting?
I mean, realistically, how good was the Lakers' chemistry last year? How good was the Lakers' chemistry last year?
I don't even know. Y'all got to tell me.
Everybody was hurt. We couldn't get. When
even with the poor chemistry, they were fourth or fifth in the West.
Yeah, they were 4th, 15. Yeah.
We were
4th, 15. They were 4th. With the people that's not there no more though, they were 4th.
Yeah.
So I mean, which roster is better, the one they got right now, or the one they had last year?
That's a great question right there. Now, of course, for Anthony Davis,
the one that we got.
Go ahead.
I mean,
I would say the one we got now, and the only reason I'm gonna say that is because we got veterans. Like, you add AD, you add Boogie. JaVale McGee played real fucking good last year. Without a question. He played a lot and he played good. Like, his minutes were productive.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You bring Rondo back. Now Bron they solidified that he's going to start at the point. So at that point, you open it up for Kuzma.
LeBron has been a point guard for many years. He just caught the small forward.
Look, he's been a point forward.
Guard for many years.
He's never. You could say that's fine, but when it comes to the all-star, all that shit, he's a point forward. At the end of the day, this is his first time as a point guard officially.
I mean, but
right?
if he got the ball in his hand 65% of the time, I mean, you might as well call him a point guard.
I'm talking about full time.
I mean,
point
okay,
guard.
so they put a label
right
on
now,
it.
That's what he's gonna be.
They put a label on it. I mean, okay,
yeah.
so
LeBron put a label on it. LeBron signed off on all that shit. LeBron put a label on it. Yeah, I'm gonna be the point guard, and he did that. He's the point guard. He's the point guard, so Kuzma can flourish. So he can grow. Because he go to the three, and you saw Rondo, you put Kuzma on the bench. That's the difference.
But my thing is, what's gonna be the difference? He gonna have even if Rondo was on the floor, he still gonna have the ball in his hand. So what's gonna be the difference?
You mean what's the difference? He's a point guard. Rondo, he doesn't have the ball every time.
He's 65% of it.
So you think it's a good idea to start Kuzma or to bring him off the bench?
I think he need to start.
Okay.
Because if you start, you got to think of who he's on the court with. Kuzma, you're going to have to guard him one-on-one. Kuzma can score the basketball. If you bring him off the bench with the second unit, he's not going to be on the court with Bron, Boogie, and AD. Like, there's no fucking way you can double-team everybody.
I say you start them, and then, eventually Bron or AD, one of them will come out, and then you let Kuz lead the second unit as a scorer and let them hold it down, and then, you're able to move the pieces better. But, like, bringing them off, Kuz will normally get out to a fast start. Like, you know what I mean? He can score the rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to put the youth out there. You just can't have all the old guys out there. You got to have some young legs out there, too. So, I mean,
y'all have no young legs, though. What young legs y'all got?
You know what I'm saying? I just said him. He's a young lady.
Like, how many minutes?
And as well as
how many more minutes y'all think these people about to be playing, man? A night.
How old do you think AD is?
26.
I know how old AD is.
Okay, I mean, he said young legs. He said young legs.
He's gonna be tired somebody by the playoffs game. He's gonna be on the floor a lot. Between him and Kuzma.
I think that last starting spot comes down between Boogie and Kuzma, man. And if Boogie come into camp and he in shape and he healthy, man, Kuzma coming off the bench.
Kuzma not coming off the bench, dog. You can cancel that shit.
Kuzma not coming off the bench.
You can cancel that.
So you think Kuzma a better player than Boogie?
Boogie, listen, Boogie's going to start at the 5. AD going to be at the 4. Kuzma going to be at the 3. Danny Green's going to be at the 2. And LeBron at the 1. It's simple math, dog.
You said Kuzma better than Boogie?
Yeah.
If you was a GM right now, and both of them were free agents, which one you going to get?
I'm taking Kuz.
I mean, you gotta put in the injury factor. I mean, that's the only reason that that Boogie's out there. And again, I mean, not only did he come back from the, you know what I'm saying, the Achilles, but he suffered another injury that set him back.
I can't go off of what I'm
still
right
average
now.
18
You know what I'm saying? Like,
7.
you got to look at them right now. You can't look at what they used to be. Hell, Derrick Rose used to be the MVP of the league. But that don't mean nothing right now. If you're looking at the two right now, Kuz is the better player.
Plus, all I got to do is piss Boogie off. He go and get a tech for me. So
who you think will be?
Just like,
if that's
If
the start lineup, who the first coming off the bench? Who you think is a 6-man coming off the bench?
6-man, probably JaVale, honestly.
JaVale
especially if Boogie's not.
I would say JaVale, but normally, but at the same time, like, it got to be somebody who can score the ball, though.
So you think they're bringing Quinn Cook off the bench first?
Wow.
I honestly don't think they're done with the roster.
Avery Bradley?
I don't think they're done with the roster.
Does Avery Bradley and Green give the Lakers enough shooters? Or do they need a Kyle Korver or a Melo to add to the bunch?
I would think Kyle Korver would be a good addition.
I can see them.
Honestly, I'm still not sold on Melo.
Honestly,
I can see
what Melo do every year.
I can see them using
knocking down shots. That's enough.
Yeah, I can see them using AD. I can see them using AD as like a corner specialist on threes. I can see them using DeMarcus for a couple shots. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause those dudes are capable of getting outside shots, not knockdown, but at least give you the same space.
KCP also. Shots, that's enough. But you got to look at the fact that LeBron James is going to shoot the three. Boogie's going to shoot the three. Anthony Davis, he's going to shoot the three. You know what I mean? So we got a better supporting cast when it comes to shooting the long ball than what we had the year before.
Yeah, you do.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like we can't just look at these two guys. These only two guys will be the ones that shooting the three. Like, we boxing guys in too much. These guys in the league right now are far too skilled just to box them in right now and just saying, hey, they're one-dimensional players.
I got a question. Did you guys make a mistake of letting Brandon Ingram go? Because he could get a bucket. Can you imagine him coming off the bench with this squad?
But you had to give up something to get AD.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Ingram and Kuzma.
I would have gave up Ingram before I gave up Kuzma.
Really?
I think that's what it came down to.
We kept the right one.
The only reason I say that, because I think Ingram, to me, it feel like he has to be the 6th man. Like, he's not really a starting guy. Like, on a team that's competing for a championship, he's not a starting guy because he disappears a lot, and it depends on who he's on the floor with too.
I mean, you got to look at the direction the Lakers are going in. They're trying to win right now. Like, when you sign LeBron James, you're not signing to develop. You signing to win. He wants to win right now. You got to fulfill the promises you made to him to bring him there. And it's nothing.
But my thing is,
but he don't put the bill.
I agree with that. They want to win right now. But my thing is, if that was the case, LeBron knowing that the squad was young last year, why even go to the Lakers other than to build his brand and the market
to do what he did this year, which was bring in AD. Notice how as soon as the season ended last year, AD moved to LA. LeBron knew the whole time. The Lakers had the money and they had the assets to do the things that he needed to do with that roster. It's a whole lot easier to bring the guys to LA than what it is to Cleveland.
Yeah, but I understand and respect that. But at the same token, as someone said earlier, before LeBron's injury, they were the 4th seed in the West. You know what I'm saying? With that squad. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like they weren't competitive, and it's not like those players weren't going to get better.
Lonzo
being competitive and winning the championship.
When Lonzo got hurt, Lonzo, a lot of people don't understand. Lonzo defense, he's really good on the defensive end. And his wingspan is crazy. So when he got hurt, our defense suffered like shit. We looked like some ass. 90% of the game.
Honestly, we look like ass defensively all season.
You know what, Hawk?
Yeah, but
I love all this Lonzo love.
We look that much.
It look like ass on defense all season.
Who is
I
that?
love all this Lonzo
But
love.
the main question is, could you see that team winning the championship in the next 3 years?
No.
The team that the Lakers had last year?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see why not.
Hell no, they like the Wizards.
Hell no.
If you-
I'm a Lakers fan.
If you would have kept that same team from last year, going into this season with everything wide open, y'all wouldn't be confident they could come out the West when they were top 4 before LeBron injury?
No. Okay. Look at that squad. Look at that squad, and look at that squad and the Raptors who just won the championship. Which squad going into last season would you say had the better squad?
The Raptors.
I mean, the Raptors, dog. It was in the East. It was in the East.
Listen,
here's my thing, right?
Last year when the season started, the Warriors still had a healthy KD. So ain't nobody think nobody was coming out the West.
Exactly.
So who the fuck was gonna challenge them? Nobody. Exactly. There we go. Question answered. Let's move on. That's a horrible question.
I was saying that Lakers team was not winning the championship. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
That was point blank obvious. I mean, but at the same time, for me as a basketball fan, I just love the fact that how the talent is spread out throughout the league right now. Like, why everybody keep talking about, oh, they teaming up. I mean, you got to look at the fact, there's a lot of good teams in the NBA right now. There's a lot of good duos in the NBA right now. It's sad. It's still sad that nobody wanted to go get Giannis any help.
They're trying to say because Milwaukee ain't have money for anybody to go there. That's what a lot of people saying.
But Milwaukee paid damn Chris Middleton a boatload of money.
Huh?
They paid Chris Middleton. They paid him plenty of money. You know,
yeah.
Or you look at an organization like Philly. I mean, you know, the Al Horford thing that's a big pickup for them with getting Al Horford, because you know MB gonna go down for a couple of games. At least you got somebody.
No, they can't shoot. They can't shoot.
Milwaukee messed up, man. Milwaukee messed up. You don't pay Chris Middleton that money, and he had his ceiling. That last year was probably the best season Chris Middleton ever gonna have. You don't pay him that money and you let Malcolm Brogdon go. That's stupid. Malcolm Brogdon was maybe the Bucks' second best player after Giannis.
Okay, I mean, but you got to look at the tail of the tape though. You got one who was an all-star and who had one of the top 5 three-point percentages in the league, compared to a guy who was just a good player. What kind of
Malcolm Brogdon can do more. Malcolm Brogdon can do much more. He's go ahead.
See, you missing the point. So you gonna go in there and argue against an all-star. Like, man, I'm better than him, but he's an all-star.
He's not a perennial all-star, bro. He made the all-star team for one season. And he was like the 11th or 12th man on the squad. I'm not taking away from the season he had, but he's not a perennial all-star.
So is Malcolm Brogdon
not an all-star?
Perennial all-star?
I'm sorry, I didn't say that. I'm talking about upside. Malcolm Brogdon, at this point of his career, and what Chris Middleton is, I think Malcolm Brogdon can still grow. Chris Middleton, to me, is at his peak.
Is that you speaking as a fan now, or like you being serious?
No, I'm just looking at the game. I'm just looking at what he brings to the squad.
So you mean okay? So how much Michael Brogdon got? What, $80 million in Indiana?
Like $85 million for 4 years.
And you think he worth every dime?
I think so. I think him and Oladipo, when they come back, that's gonna be a real nice backcourt.
You see how you got quiet and had to think about that one?
No, not at all. I mean, he was a restricted free agent, so Milwaukee could have matched that. They chose not to. You know what I'm saying? They paid Middleton, and they gave the point guard a big deal You know what I'm saying? The season Bledsoe. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying
they won't give him an $85 million guarantee, dog.
I'm not saying he's not a good player, but if you are Malcolm Brogdon's agent, you ain't got a leg to stand on going into the front office and try to battle with another agent who got an all-star and a guy who's top 5 in the league in 3-point percentage. Once that agent say, "Hey, my guy's an all-star," conversation over. You might look at it as 1 year, but he's still an all-star.
Hey, JaVale, another thing about those two is that Middleton is only 1 year older than Malcolm, too. So they both, if you're talking about ceilings, they both, I mean, we never know who's going to get better, who's going to get worse. They're the same age, practically. So like Beam said, it's just tough, man, because Middleton came off scoring 20 points the season before this one. He scored 18 this season and made it to the All-Star team. This is the third year he's averaged 18. So I mean,
who offers you more? Who can do more for your team? Middleton is he's a deadly shooter.
That shit depends on the system, dog. It depends on the system. Middleton fits in their system.
Well, I put you like
can he run?
JaVale, I put you like this: the playoffs show who was more viable, and it was Middleton. To be honest with you, when you look at that series versus the Celtics and stuff, Middleton was cutting their ass up from the outside.
I mean,
Malcolm is a two-way guy for sure. Malcolm's a two-way guy for sure, but the NBA is always going to lean more towards the guy who can score, and especially a guy who can shoot the long ball. And he's 6'8", 6'9", so that's what they're looking at.
Predicated on scoring. The league is about scoring. They want to see the ball go in. So JaVale,
when it comes to
JaVale, if you the GM of the Milwaukee Bucks and you had to choose between the two, you taking Malcolm Brogdon. Well, you know you try to stretch the floor for Giannis, you taking Malcolm Brogdon.
Malcolm
came from VA, right? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, which guy? It all boils down to which guy complements your star player better.
That's true, man. That's true. And they trying to treat Giannis like the teams that are built for LeBron. They want shooters. That's why they signed Lopez back, because he a big who could step out and hit threes and hit mid range.
Man, they got both clean. Lopez brothers.
Oh, damn! I ain't talking about the other one.
Yeah, they got both of them.
Well, Malcolm in a better situation. He's in a better situation in Indiana, though, JaVale. Like, everything happened for a reason. He's in a whole lot better situation as far as what he can do in Indiana. Because, like being said, the star that Oladipo is, I mean, not Oladipo, that Greek freak is, Middleton fits better.
So the style of play fit better for him in Indiana.
Yeah, that too.
It's a lot better situation. I mean, you got to think about it. Indiana made it to the playoffs without their star player, without their star guard.
Yep, they definitely did. So, they kept that thing rolling.
Yeah, kudos to Nick McMillan for the coaching job that he did with the group that he had. But Hawk, I got to ask you a question right now.
All right.
How you feel about Russell Westbrook? How you feel about Russell Westbrook going to Miami?
Oh my God! Please don't be disrespectful.
How you feel about that? Because you look, you already know they just traded Jaren Grant. They traded him away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure they probably give up. Well, what's the big man they got down low? Steven Adams. I'm pretty sure he ain't too far.
Steven Adams.
They gonna blow the whole team up, but.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, to my OKC fans, are y'all still gonna be OKC fans when Russell leaves?
Darian won. He'll tell you.
Say what?
Darian, OKC
fan. You still gonna be an OKC fan when Russell leaves?
Yeah, I mean, I got no choice. I was a Seattle Supersonics fan. Where am I gonna go?
Russ said he's okay. Russ said he's okay with going to Miami.
Yeah, that's fine. I think.
I don't know what they're gonna give up on.
I'll be okay with going to Miami. With them taxes, I'm okay with that too, Russ.
I don't know if he gonna. I don't know if him and Jimmy gonna be able to coexist. That's two alpha males, dog. Like that's two extreme alpha males. So, I mean, it could work.
Yeah, I heard on the XM station a couple hours ago. The rumor is Miami, Detroit, or the Knicks.
I'd rather see
Knicks don't want him.
The thing that's gonna hurt Russ is a lot of those teams. Embiid talked about this Saturday. They got 6 months from the day they signed these new guys, so he really can't be trading until like December, January.
Yeah, it's like December 15th.
Yeah,
it's
crazy.
You can't make a move to this.
Yeah.
I mean, but I don't know. Me personally, as a basketball fan, I'm just enjoying the summer league right now. I'm just enjoying watching guys play hard in the summer league because you got a lot of them who trying to make a roster.
Yep.
People don't realize that.
They already trying to
mellow. In the summer league. People don't realize in the summer league that just because you playing for one team, you still auditioning for the other 29. You got guys going after those contracts.
Hey, yo, what's the status on Frank Mason? Is he really not on the team? Because he's still on the bench, still, in street clothes. He's got player credentials on the sideline every game. Like, what is that situation? I know they, quote, waived him, but he's still there. Like, did they just do that?
He probably
in the summer league team.
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't know. They might be moving on from him. I mean, I don't want to say he's having problems, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, I know sometimes they'll release a guy like in football you could rotate on like the practice squad, but they still keep you in the city. They still keep you in the hotel. You still go to the facility, but you're technically not getting paid. But you're there, and then the next week you're back on, and another dude may rotate off, but he's still at the hotel. He's still at the facility. And I wonder what his situation was if they do that in basketball somehow.
I don't know. But so who have you guys been impressed with the most when it comes to the summer league?
I mean, I don't want to be biased and say Cal. I don't want to be biased and say Cal. What's the other dude for the New York Knicks? Not RJ, but it's the other. It's a white dude, I think. Because he just dropped like 30 the other night.
Real trashy.
For me, I mean,
RJ went 3 for 15.
Who? Yeah, it was the game where RJ had like 8 points, 8 rebounds, and like 8 turnovers. But the other dude that they had dropped like 30. I forgot his name though. See, that's what happened, man. Paying attention to RJ balling.
It's two I've been impressed with. One was the little point guard from Campbell University that led the nation in scoring. With Houston, he's putting in a little work.
The one that's impressing me is the boy from Celtic, Edwards. Carl Edwards.
Oh, Carl Edwards
from Purdue.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's nice.
And he ain't even going the first round. So that lets you know something wrong. He ain't going the first round.
I like the upside of the high. I like the upside of the high school kid from the Phoenix Suns, the point guard.
Oh yeah. The Rich Paul homeboy, Rich Paul representative, the kid that did the internship.
Yeah, the little point guard who went number 0. I forgot his name. He was supposed to go to North Carolina State. He was supposed to go to North Carolina State, but he backed out and went to the Pros. So, he showed flashes last night. I mean, we're gonna see enough of the big names. Like, I mean, RJ did what RJ does. He was like, what, 3 for 21 last night, something like that.
Yeah, he was 18,
I think.
He was trash.
Yeah,
4-4 off mute and 6-4-6.
I mean,
off
he's
mute.
not gonna get that many shots during the regular season. Let's be real.
So what is his ceiling though? For real, what do y'all think his ceiling is?
RJ.
Yeah. RJ.
Both.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
What's going on, baby? Y'all off mute, so you can talk whenever you ready.
Say it again. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I was just letting you know you off mute. You can talk whenever you get a spot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. What's up, y'all? This is Bryce from Brooklyn. I'm a big Knicks fan, so I'm glad I jumped in. I could jump in on this topic.
Oh, we got a Knicks fan. Go ahead and jump in on the topic, man. What's your thoughts on RJ so far?
Hey, what up, Hawk?
Y'all moving?
What
up, babe? What's good?
No, it's Nas in Atlanta, man. What's going on, yo?
What's good? Go ahead, Bryce from Brooklyn. Go ahead, man. We got a Knicks fan, though.
You know what? Even though his shot's not falling, I see the competitiveness. I see the pedigree. I love that defensive play he made when the game was on the line. Like, he's not shying away from any moments, and that's what they need out of a high pedigree guy like that. In terms of and the guy you're talking about with 30 was Iggy Brzdakis.
Okay. Thank you.
I mean, this is what he could do in college, and it's good to see him doing that in the pros. He also has no fear, so I like to see him, taking the ball to the basket. He uses either hand. He's competitive on offense, but as a Knicks fan, I want to see these guys take the next step and grow on defense. If they have any chance of getting to 35 wins with the players they have, 35 to 40 wins, they're going to have to all step it up defensively. So we'll see.
Okay.
I
appreciate that.
I think RJ gonna be fine.
Hey, can I get in?
And the reason.
Yeah, go ahead. Let T finish his thought, and then you're gonna jump right in after him. Go ahead, T. Finish what you were saying about RJ.
I think RJ gonna be fine. And like I don't know who said it earlier, but right now, all them guys playing in the summer league, they auditioning. So they playing their hearts out right now, every night. When the regular season starts, it ain't that much defense. The defense not that intense. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a lot more space during the regular season. So I think he'll grow right into it. Like, he gonna go through his ups and downs, his growing pains, but RJ gonna be fine, man. I think he gonna be fine.
Yeah, I believe that too. Go ahead, Vaughn.
When I look at the Knicks, one of their point guards got to come back with a jump shot.
Let Vaughn jump in.
Well, first thing first, like, we can't be talking about ceiling at 19. We don't know what the hell is gonna happen. So at 19 is way too long to look long view to figure out what ceiling is. But as far as summer league, just understand this when you watch a summer league. The only thing you learn in summer league is who is not an NBA player. You're not necessarily watching them to see how much they score, what they can do. You're watching guys to see, okay, does he have the speed at his position to get by his man? Or is he strong enough to box out at this level? Or is this guy, smart enough defensively to where he's going to be an asset, not a liability? Like, those are the things you look for in summer league. As we've seen over the years, man, many a 12th man or bum has got MVP of summer league, putting up buckets and all of that. So just watch what they can do, not necessarily production.
Yeah. Hey, he's a bum one.
Hey, man, Marvin Williams, back-to-back MVP, baby, ATL.
Yo, I forgot
MVP
all
of the
about
summer
that.
league. Yes,
I mean, but he was number 2 pick in the draft.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
Well,
and a lot of people down here got excited. He got MVP of the summer league. People got excited, and then they saw the final product.
Hey, he's still getting big checks too, though. Shout out to Marvin's agent.
Shout
out to Michael Jordan.
But I do think that the summer league, and a lot of those guys aren't going to make the NBA opening day rosters, but by going to I've been to a couple go-go games, man, and I like the competition in the G League, man. And as we saw this year in the draft, there was like 3 or 4 players that got drafted, out of the G League. So I think the Summer League and the G League go a long way for those guys who, may not have been drafted and overlooked for whatever situations. Like, for instance, hey, Hawk, what's the point guard from Tech? He went undrafted, but the Wizards picked him up, and he been playing decent, at the point, over the Summer League. He was hurt a lot of the season, towards the second half of the season, and that made his stock go down.
Yeah. I know you're talking about the left-handed cat. Yeah.
Yeah, but he been playing good, and the Wizards, they need a point guard, fucking Ish Smith and damn old boy that got hip messed up. What's my man's name? Isaiah Thomas. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
So, he got to.
You're talking about Justin Robinson.
Yeah, Justin Robinson. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot out there, man. And look at the guy for the Lakers who been on the G League forever. I mean, he could get buckets, man. I don't know why a team haven't took a chance on him.
The dude that shoot threes from Richmond.
Yeah.
The dark skin cat. Yeah.
The all-time.
I mean, you got to look at it from
like I just told you, man. Get buckets.
You got to look at it from the GM standpoint. If I, as a GM, if you draft a guy real high and he ain't playing that well, but then you bring this guy from the G League and he's outplaying your draft pick, you ain't gonna keep him on the team. You need your picks to play well. Like a lot
you're
of
gonna give him every chance to fail. Same, just like NFL. Y'all seen it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when we make a decision to draft you, we got to stand by our decision.
And make sure we're not prematurely giving away somebody who goes somewhere else and then figures it out. So of course, if they want to play out the string, y'all talk about it because y'all football guys, y'all talk about it all the time. Draft capital means a lot. If the first round linebacker comes in there and the sixth round is outplaying them, guess what? They're gonna get that first round at every opportunity to earn that spot. Well, not to get that spot.
Yep, absolutely right. Absolutely
Hawk,
right.
you asked the question a little while ago, and I was trying to think that who has impressed you the most in the summer league. The kid from Kentucky, man, the white boy. Hey, I was surprised he went that high, but he has been really showing me something.
Hero.
He's a shooter, man.
Between him and Cal got averaging 20 his first couple of games in Vegas.
Yeah.
It's been. I mean, Cal is definitely surprised a lot of folks because he's a smaller stature kid that's only supposed to be a shooter, and he making plays off the dribble, and then he making the plays we know he can make as far as catch and shoot. But he going to the basket, and everybody's just trying to wonder how long can he sustain it. So that's why they signed a 2-way contract. And seeing what he could do. But, Cal is definitely the biggest surprise to all the folks who was just like, he should have stayed in school or he can't dribble. Because, we know his deficiencies, so I'm beating the dead horse.
Right. Don't get it twisted with the 2-way deals now. Don't get it twisted. He's going to the G League.
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
2-way It gives him an automatic 30 days with the team when he signed a 2-way deal. Like granted, you know what I mean. I've seen some guys who don't even get their 30 days up with the team, a la Marcus Page.
You
know what I mean? But he can shoot the basketball. He can flat out shoot the basketball, and that just because he don't necessarily have to stay with the Sacramento Kings either. Like he can get pulled up by another team.
It's probably better for him to do that, and that's where agents are big in this situation. Because if you're on a summer league team, but the roster is kind of backloaded at your position, you can get into a situation where you're just like musical chairs, and you ended up in the wrong spot when you would have made the damn roster somewhere else, and that's big too, man. Like just brought up that Wizards guy. Like it's gonna be hard to beat out Ish Smith in a training camp. Like Ish Smith is fast as hell. Say what you want to say about him. Like day-to-day, beating him out of a spot, that ain't easy. And then, Isaiah, I'm sure they already inked him in for the other slot. So, he might want to go to another team.
I mean, but, you got to look at Cal Guy's situation. He's going to have to be able to do something other than shoot. Like he might not be guaranteed to get those amount of shots when he plays.
Yeah.
Like everybody's not going to be a scorer that they was in college. They're going to have to learn how to do it.
But when it comes to Kyle, I look at the situation, man, and Sacramento got a lot of young players too, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
they got a boatload. They got a boatload of them.
Right, second, third year players. So to me, that makes it that much more difficult for him to crack that roster.
Right.
It just depends on how they view those guys too. They feel like their time has passed, and now you got a young, cheaper investment. It just all depends on what they're looking for as far as how they want their team to function. And you want a bunch of shooters. You got a point guard who one of the fastest point guards in the league. So if you think he a dribble dry guy, and you want shooters on the outside of him, then it may work for him.
I'm still trying to
got
figure
Buddy
out.
out there. Buddy can shoot.
I'm still trying to figure out who are they building the team around.
Yeah, exactly.
Buddy and him. Buddy and the PG.
I mean, but who's the face? Who's the face? You know what I'm saying? Like,
the point guard.
That's the thing.
The point guard.
That's confusing me about Sacramento.
I can't even call his name right now, but yeah, it's him.
You talking about Darren?
Hold on.
Yeah,
Who signed Harrison Barnes? Was it Sacramento?
The Kings signed him back.
Oh, hell.
He opted out, and then they signed him back.
540-205, you off mute. I ain't talking about them no more because Harrison Barnes got money on them. You go ahead. New caller, you off mute. You want to say something?
My bad.
I chimed in so I could listen, man. My line froze up. I chimed in. This wet. So.
Oh, all right. Oh, it froze up. I got to do another one?
No, I don't know if it was on mine or yours, but I just made sure I called so I can finish listening.
Okay.
I mean, it was gonna be the surprise. It was gonna be the surprise team in the NBA, though.
Surprise?
It was gonna be the surprise one.
That's a good question.
Been made.
That's a good question. Surprise team, like a team that nobody know.
I don't know about surprise. I think the Pelicans gonna be hella fun to watch, though.
They definitely are.
Pelicans definitely gonna be fun to watch.
I can't think of a good one, bro.
Because Alonzo.
I mean, but you know, it got to be one in the East because Toronto. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. I think they're gonna fall.
I think Brooklyn's gonna be better than people think without KD next year.
I mean, but they made the playoffs, so they're not really a surprise. You know.
True.
Them winning the boys gonna be, you know, they can be all right. Now, I mean, I think if one of the point guards for the Knicks come back with a jump shot, they might surprise me. I think Atlanta could be a surprise.
Atlanta's gonna be real good to watch next year.
Yeah, but real good based on what we think of them, you know, past couple of years. Like we ain't trying to get good yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're trying to be barely on the outside and get another pick and keep building. But the Knicks the same way too. I don't think the Knicks want to win next year necessarily. They want to be competitive, but not win.
What y'all think about the Dallas Mavericks? I was being a surprise team.
Everything is based on Porzingis. If Porzingis is not healthy, they don't have assets to get better, and everything is going to be on Luka's back again. And look how the Hawks did Trae Young. They split time with Jeremy Lin, and then the back half of the season let him get all the minutes, and they maintained his health, even though he's a little guy. Man, they ran Luka into the ground. That dude having back spasms as a rookie. I'm like, yo, this is a problem.
That's their fault, though, because they got Dennis Smith out of there. That's on them.
Yeah.
How about
I don't like what they're doing with Luka, man. So Porzingis being healthy is important.
I don't know if it's a surprise, but I think they'll be a top 3 or 4 team in the West is Utah, man.
Yeah, I was about to say how Utah will Mike.
All that money they spent.
Utah got a lot better, man. I think Conley's one of the most underrated point guards in the league.
How about the Bulls from the East? They was 13th in the East last year, won 22 games. You think it's right, them folks?
Man, hell, they don't know if Carter and Marketing are going to be healthy. They both of them are already question marks for camp. So they wounded out here.
You already know. You already know what I said about Wendell Carter.
Yeah.
You already know what I said about Wendell Carter.
Yeah.
I tried to tell everybody. They ain't want to believe it.
Loud and clear. Memphis with John Morant, they got some assets and stuff.
Hey, man, stop trying to make these teams win when they ain't trying to, man. They trying to get these
you right.
Hey, man,
when you trying to just say who's going to surprise, you got to go like with the team that was at the very bottom, because that's more of a surprise than somebody like the 7th seed end up being like the 2 seed.
They start winning too much, they're going to have to trade somebody. Wait a minute, y'all.
Yeah. Hey, hold now. This is ahead of schedule. We don't know who to draft.
I mean, but, you know, some of these teams we naming, though, they known for giving away talent. Like Atlanta, they'll give away all their talent. They'll blow their team up in a heartbeat. You know what I mean?
I like the front office people now. They better than Billy Knight and them from before, man. But I don't know, man. I hope that.
I mean, because when I look at the West, you got to take OKC out the playoffs because once Russ leaves, that's it. They're gonna be, man. Kudos to you for still being a fan. You're a real one. Just like Toronto, you can take them out the playoffs because if their second best player, their first best player right now is Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, I would argue Siakam. But Masai's Ujiri is really good, man. He may figure out a way to get that thing rolling.
Yeah.
How many pieces would it take to really be a playoff team? Because they got everything around them to be playoff. First round ceiling, but
but
it ain't gonna take much.
For a whole year and win without Kawhi, but they definitely won a whole lot of games without him during the season when he was on load management. So they get stuff done.
But you ain't just missing Kawhi, you missing Danny Green too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
They don't want to hit it. Danny Green, what
Danny
Green do though?
But still, he was a vital part to help him get there.
With Danny Green gone,
I think Toronto's all about what he wants to do.
And OG.
Right, normal play. OG's coming back. It's all about what he wants to do. If he wants to rebuild, they can blow it up easily. But if he just wants to add a piece or two, they could be a playoff team. You bring back Ibaka, Gasol, Siakam, Lowry. That's, in the East, playoff team.
It's still all right.
All right, we're going hold on. Let's transition to something we're gonna have some fun with though. What OKC gonna do and what Golden State gonna do? OKC and Westbrook take them to the playoffs, and will Golden State make the playoffs with Draymond Green as the number 2 scorer? What are we talking about?
Russ
when I look at
Russ
Golden
can't
State,
come to training camp. You got to get Russ out of here before camp. You can't bring him in there for that at all.
But who can you trade him to? Because since everybody making all these deals,
you'll find somebody.
How about MJ take Charlotte to play guard?
Yeah, he'll find somewhere.
Here's my thing with Golden State. We're going to finally get to see if Steph Curry can still be the unanimous MVP. Can he carry the load?
Uh-oh.
All the boys he's been torturing for these last couple of years about to get their
Hey, Zion, you're off mute.
Play 35 minutes plus. People going to be picking him up full court. Oh, Steph
there is no
this.
There is no
It's
Klay
going to be
Thompson.
tough.
There is no Kevin Durant. There is no
And Draymond might flip out. If Draymond has to help recover and fix the defense behind Steph and D'Lo as the guard, like these are two of the worst defensive guards, out there. Like Draymond is going to do a lot of work next year. And Steph, he's going to have to be MVP Steph to keep them above water until, Klay or whoever gets there. But, man, that's going to be a lot of pressure on them ankles.
Golden State finished. Golden State done.
Golden State done?
Could be, bro. It could happen.
Yeah, they done.
So they're not making it to the playoffs?
Could happen.
They'll make it to the playoffs.
8 seed at best. 8 seed at best.
All right.
Think about what you ask Steph to do, man. You asking him to do a lot. I don't know.
A hell of a lot.
And then Klay will walk back just fresh.
Anybody that was on mute, you off mute now. You can just talk whenever you're ready. Everybody's off mute. That's called in.
Cool. Yeah, Golden State, the way they set up right now, they ain't going to be the same 73 team. You know what I'm saying? The same team that won those 73 games.
Yeah.
They ain't going to be the same. They lost some bench players. And Steph, he's injury prone, man. You got to hope Steph can go through. Hope his ankles hold up.
For me, I only see how I've been trying to fill out how is D-Lo gonna fit in Golden State. Because I feel like Golden State had to make a move. They had to make a move. They was forced to make a move by Klay being hurt, by KD leaving. It was like they had to do something.
But I think that was just to keep the Lakers from getting D-Lo for real.
That's right. Because all we need
that was the only reason they did it. And I wouldn't be surprised if they still trade him early in the season.
Right, but if you have the cap space, why let KD just walk away for nothing? Why not get something in return? Call Brooklyn, make it made sense for both sides. So yeah, they should have.
Just like for real, the Spurs caught block on the Lakers, yo, because Kawhi wanted to come to the Lakers. He demanded a trade to the Lakers, but they sent them to Toronto.
Yeah, Pop kind of exposed himself on that one. We're gonna bang in Canada.
So Kawhi really want to go to LA Lakers. Why he didn't go to the Lakers this year?
At this point, LeBron and AD, that's a different dynamic. If it's him and Bron, then you could say, he's cold guy. But if he's coming in as the third guy and he has to play off the ball, like I don't see why he would want to do that either.
Would Kawhi really be the third option in LA if he went to the Lakers? Would he really be the third option? We're talking about Kawhi Leonard.
Of course he would.
Okay.
Kawhi Leonard gonna be the third option.
Yeah.
Okay, you got two guys on Clutch Sports versus Kawhi Leonard. I think he would have been the third option.
Exactly.
Yeah. Politically, he would have been the third option. But basketball-wise, we're gonna really make Kawhi the third option. Kawhi?
No, it's no slight at Kawhi. It's just if you got LeBron James on your team, he's gonna have the ball the majority of the time. Why would you have Kawhi Leonard playing off the ball as some kind of secondary guy? Like Kawhi, I think Kawhi's probably insulted a little bit. Like, I'm not a little homie. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not coming to be your little homie, bro. I want to compete.
If you had all three on the team, I don't mean no harm. Like, thinking about it right now, I wouldn't know who the hell was the first or the third option. You just throw it up and go get it.
How would you know? We know LeBron's going to dominate the basketball and be the playmaker, like the point guard. But that's how I was saying too. Like, who gave the first option? Sheesh.
Think about how hard it was for Dwayne Wade to do that, and that's his best friend. So imagine Kawhi walking in that situation, and now you the second. No, Kawhi's a bigger player than that to be a secondary guy. I mean, he ain't nobody.
I think AD would have been the third option. It's easier to defer and make the big man kick him to the side.
And that's why he went to the Clippers, because they had already said that the Clippers were quote unquote out of the race.
Yeah, and let's talk about that too. How everybody said that they ain't even had the Clippers listed.
Nope.
And all of a sudden he going to the Clippers. Ain't that amazing, man?
As long as Jerry West is breathing,
and the Clippers were the ones that was pursuing him all year long, sending people to all his games and everything.
Yeah, but it just amazed me. Like Chris, so Chris Carter talking to the uncle, Chris Broussard know people, Colin Cowherd know people, all these people know people, and it was like it's between the Lakers and Toronto. And I wake up and he going to goddamn Clippers. I said, wait a minute, I thought he was running.
Chris Broussard, as long as Jerry West is breathing, you got a chance.
But I'm not doubting that. I'm not doubting that. I just thought it was amazing how it was matter of fact, though. Like, it's these two teams.
Can I be the bad guy? Can I be the bad guy?
Let's be real.
Quick? Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Who gonna go home to be the second option?
Exactly.
Right.
But if I can be the bad guy real quick,
go ahead, man.
Can we chill?
Especially on the team that he
to the right. Shout out to the greatest executive in basketball ever, and that's Jerry West. But if we acting like Jerry West been doing this work for the past 5 years, like, bruh, that man 84 years old, man. He a consultant. He comes in every once in a while, makes a speech and all that, but
and everything.
He ain't out here doing stuff no more. Like, we got to chill, yo.
I mean, the moves he made,
he goes
just the moves he made been big. That's all. When he make
I'm saying he ain't making them. I'm saying the other people in the office are doing this now. He's getting the credit because he's Jerry West, but he ain't working now, bro.
Okay, I see what he's saying now. In other words, he's like, F Jerry West. This won't him. Okay. Shout out to Doc Rivers for getting Kawhi Leonard, goddamn. I knew it was you, Doc. I knew it was Doc Rivers. I was trying to wait. And everybody said Jerry West. Doc Rivers did this, baby. Let's go, Doc. Hey, Kawhi,
it's no shots. I'm just saying, when you're an older dude like him and you're the best to ever do it, and you hired as a consultant, you ain't going in there working 9 to 5. Come on, bro.
Nah, we throwing shots. We throwing shots at Jerry. It's Doc.
He ain't working on 9 to 5, but he's been around long enough on how to.
Hold on, I got a question.
And recognize talent.
I got a ratchet question. How is PG going to coexist with Doc Rivers? You see, he did his daughter wrong.
Oh God, Doc's the sucker. Oh, and plus, Doc still owe the Clippers for bringing his son on that roster. Doc can't ever make another
Matt Barnes
hey, his son doing quite well with the Rockets, though.
Man, first of all, Doc let his daughter get pregnant by Steph Curry. That man.
Oh Lord.
Man,
you got Jerry Jones going on now.
That's water under the bridge between him and PG. Doc got to win a ring.
Yeah, that's the other side of this.
Doc ain't smell the Western
go
Conference
well in
Finals.
the first half of the season. Doc can be up out of there quick. That's the other part.
Yeah. The Doc ain't like Doc had bad teams since he been there. Doc had a few good teams since he been with the Clippers, where they should have went a lot further than what they did. Yeah. I know they want to blame CP and all that, but still.
Oh yeah. He did a lot. When he got Donald Sterling out the paint, he got a part of the roster management, and he did a bad job putting talent together. He started getting old Boston guys and guys who played well against him, and it just didn't turn out right. Remember, they had to run everybody in the ground. They had no depth, and that's how Houston came back on them. What was it, 3-1? And they got beat by the Josh Smith, Corey Brewer combo, came back on them. So, yeah, Doc.
Yeah. Man, no.
Doc got to win, bro.
Names out loud. Don't ever say them two names out loud again.
And guess what? LeBron got to win, too. LeBron got to win.
It's the year.
That's why I think the Lakers
year.
gonna win 2020 championship. Lakers gonna win the championship this year.
Who is that?
Lakers gonna win the championship.
I think that's a possibility because people are forgetting how good AD is. But that's a possibility.
I think LeBron James will have an MVP. I think he has an MVP season.
No. Who said the Lakers will win the championship this year? Who just said that with conviction?
I did. Zion.
Who was
It's a possibility, bro. It ain't crazy.
No, state your name, sir. Loud and clear.
Zion!
Thank you. Zion called in, and I knew his ass was try to whisper in some damn tomfoolery like I wouldn't know what.
I ain't whispering nothing.
You tried to whisper. You tried to whisper, man. Come on now. Say it with your chest.
Ain't no whispering nothing.
Today is.
It's a possibility, bro. It's a possibility.
Oh,
you remember before the AD trade, the odds in Vegas was 12-1. Before the AD trade went in, Vegas changed the odds to 4-1. So if they're looking at the roster and saying, yeah, there's a possibility, because I think people forgetting how good Anthony Davis is. Like he is really
no.
Really
I don't think nobody's forgetting. Nobody forgets. Everybody understands how good AD is.
But
Everybody
Vegas still has the Clippers as no one odds though.
But if they
after that move, the Clippers
they'll be reminded. If everybody knows, they'll get a good reminder.
But we talk about the Laker fan. The Laker fan base causes people to forget how good. And I'm not talking about the real fan. I'm talking about a guy like Zion right now who's been talking trash can juice all day today. You've been talking trash can juice. Huh?
I'm gonna tell you, I'm the realest fan. I'm just speaking real basketball right now. Inside, outside, we got good shooters. Spot up. All they gotta do is spot up and catch when Bron feeds
Name your good shooters.
Or when AD kick out, or when Boogie kick it out. It ain't
Name
no
your good shooters.
With that.
Name them. Name your good shooters.
Caruso. Cook.
Caruso.
KCP.
No. Let them finish. Go ahead.
KCP.
KCP. Ooh,
man, that was he made me grab my heart on that one.
Kuzma too, and Kuzma shoot threes too. You gonna kick out to him to shoot threes?
Kuzma can knock him down.
Oh, he can shoot threes. Kuzma can shoot threes. Huh?
Hey, truth be told, Kawhi not coming there is the best thing to happen to him because they needed to fill out their roster, man. This idea that they were just going to walk out there and get G League guys and compete, like, nah, they needed more players. Now, they shouldn't even win after Kawhi because they wasted time not getting guys. Then you ended up paying too much for Danny Green. You gave Danny Green $30 million.
$30 million. Nobody like that.
Yeah.
But it's back to Kyle Kuzma and his sharp shooting 3-point prowess that Zion talking about. So you comfortable with Kuzma catching shooting threes?
And
he's a good
slash.
stretch four. He's a good stretch four. Hey, but this whole
great
how
stretch
people
four.
gonna play the three? I don't know why they lying to Anthony Davis.
Vaughn, you gotta stop, Vaughn.
Why they lying?
He said great. He said great stretch four. He said great. See, I knew he was gonna give me one. I knew it.
Hold on. For a stretch four, he's a good player. What I'm saying is, why are they lying to people and saying he's gonna play the three, and they're gonna have Anthony and JaVale start? No, Anthony is gonna be playing the 5. Kuz is gonna be playing the 4 for the majority of the game. You watch. They just selling Anthony on that now.
Hey, I think what it boils down to with the Lakers, man, the biggest thing this year is LeBron hasn't played since April, and this is the first time in the past 10 years that he's got significant rest. And I think that's the scariest thing. He's gonna have 7-8 months of rest, off, no playoffs, no Olympics. I think that's the biggest thing, man. He's gonna come in fresh, and that's scary. That's the biggest thing. He's gonna be fresh.
I mean, between the two teams right now, who got the better bench?
The Lakers.
Clippers. You bring Lou Will and your boy off the bench, you got the best bench, period.
So therefore, you're gonna start with Big Kuz. You gonna start.
Here we go with this damn Kyle Kuzma stuff. God damn.
You put Zuby,
Avery Bradley, Kuzma.
Oh my God! He said Avery Bradley. You just said Avery Bradley was injury prone in the doctor bill.
That's why he's coming off the bench.
Man, you know what?
The Clippers got the best bench in the league. When you
like Cook too, right? You think Cook gonna be a factor, right, Zion?
So who's starting with the Clippers?
That's another one. Our bench is way better than the Clippers.
Way better though.
What is
God,
I just want to know who starts for the Clippers at the 4 and 5 position.
Oh, shucks. I ain't want to hear that question.
I think they just re-signed Zubac, so I'm guessing Big
Who
Blue
they got
playing
anybody
5,
on
right?
their roster at the 4 or 5?
Didn't they just sign Grant? They just signed Grant, right?
Who?
They ain't got nobody but
He went somewhere else. No, he went to Denver.
They ain't got nobody but Zubac.
He went to Denver, yeah.
Man, what's the swole dude? What's the swole dude that always played with Lou with the pick and roll? The other 4. What's his name? I can't even think of it. Kid from Louisville.
Montrezl Harrell.
There we go. Yeah. He's gonna play a lot.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Harold getting busy.
I mean, but is he enough?
But Anthony Davis gonna kill him. Anthony Davis gonna kill him.
Is Wilson Chandler back? Oh, he gone.
I think he there. Oh, he gone. Oh, I thought he was there.
Who?
But I thought he was there. But no, their front court ain't gonna be the strength of their team. The strength of their team is that back court and those wings.
And in order to win championships, you got to have a strong front court because that's where your rebound.
Yeah.
Rebound.
The team that wins the rebound wins the ring.
Rebound. Go rebound. Okay.
Hold on.
Rebound, bro.
That's a false narrative. Toronto was 17th in the NBA last year in rebounding. They won a championship.
Golden State was broke up in IR, man. Everybody was in the emergency room.
What?
Yeah, but even Golden State had the ability to rebound too, though. So when you had Draymond out there, Cuz, and everybody else, they rebounded well too.
Golden State.
So they'll handle their business.
What?
The question is, why the hell did the Lakers trade Zubac for a bum, and now Zubac's over there and probably might be starting against them now?
Yeah, I ain't like that. I like Zubac. I was a Zubac fan, big time.
But look at our roster now, dude.
I was happy when we drafted him from overseas. That boy nice.
But looking at the Lakers roster right now, do they miss him?
No,
I guess not with AD.
Because we got JaVale McGee, we got Cousins. We gonna miss him.
You can't keep everything.
And we still got crazy Lance make them dance.
All right, check this out. All right, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna have some fun with both rosters. All right. Starting with head coaching, who got the advantage?
Clippers.
Clippers.
I'll go to the Clippers.
All right. Point guard, LeBron playing the point guard.
The only reason I say that is because Jason Kidd's gonna try to take Vogel's job. But besides that, they're pretty similar.
All right, so we go to the point guard position. LeBron is running the point, so we're gonna list him as the point guard.
You ain't got to say the other guy name.
Yeah, he's the better point.
Yeah,
he's the better
you already know who that is, man.
All right, so we're gonna go to the we're gonna go to the two guard. Who's gonna start at the two guard for the Clippers? It's gonna be Paul George, right?
Right, probably.
Yeah, he would be two.
So it don't matter who LA put out there; they're not better than Paul George. And then Kawhi's at the three, so that means they got the three position. It don't matter who at the three for the Lakers. So at the four, you got is it going to be AD or is it going to be Kuz?
Probably
make a difference. Don't matter. It'll be better than
anything going back to his true position. That's why they got Boogie and McGee. AD's going to play power.
I can't see him at the three guarding wings. I can't see him handling the ball on the wing. To me, he's at the four.
So all right, here we're going to do. So we'll put yeah. So either way it's gonna be either way, just say 4 and 5 to the Lakers. If you put AD at the 4, unless you put JaVale at the 5, then I'll take whoever the Clippers got. Now I'm just playing. Okay, so the Lakers got 1, 4, and 5, and the Clippers got 2 and 3. 6 man, we're gonna get to the Clippers. Lou Williams is the better 6 man. We know that. All right. So 7 man off the bench. Who you think would be the 7 man off the bench for the Lakers and the 7 man off the bench for the Clippers?
Quinn Cook.
Quinn Cook.
Hey, Hawk.
Nah, the bigs are coming.
Hey, Hawk. I think we got to rewind.
Bradley,
you know what I mean? Because Paul George, yes, for 82 games. I mean, I can rock with you, but that playoff piece stuff, I don't know, man. He to me, he's only had like 1 or 2 good seasons in the playoffs compared to how long he's been.
That's true. I ain't worried about him as a player. I'm just worried about that shoulder. Last year, that shoulder was a problem.
So,
hey, but we're going to watch him. So what we're going to do is we're going to take Paul George out of the mix in the playoffs, and we're going to take DeMarcus Cousins out the playoff picture. Both of them are the same. We ain't seen them really do well in the playoffs.
Y'all doing too much now. Paul George.
Ain't that the truth, though? Think about it. I mean, that's fair,
y'all
right?
doing too much.
That ain't fair.
I'm just saying.
He's an all-star level player. He ain't an MVP level player, but he's an all-star level player. Get that man.
So was Joe Jones trying to make it fair, though.
He was third in the all-star voting this year. How is he not an MVP type player?
Well, I got an all-star. I'm talking about when it comes to playoff time. When it comes to playoff time, now certain guys disappear. So certain guys just ain't doing nothing. When was the last time Paul George was effective in the playoffs?
Well, last year to that injury, man, he was. I think we're doing too much with narrative right now. That shoulder injury messed him up last year. But he dominated all season. He's good.
The year before.
Oh, when Joe Ingles shot his eye out? I don't know what to say about that. He got his eye shot out.
Or the year before that.
Yeah, he was all right. They got beat by, LeBron in 7, didn't they?
Yeah, LeBron been manhandling him ever since forever.
Yeah.
That's why
he lost in Game 7.
LeBron.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? The last time he was really good in the playoffs was that summer that he broke his leg.
When LeBron was in Miami, that's when Paul George got busy on him.
This man lost in a game 7 to LeBron, and y'all acting like he didn't do that. Come on.
That's 1 year. You talk about 1 year.
LeBron James, that boy ain't do nothing but come right back into the path of LeBron James.
Let's look at the last few years. I'm looking at the last few years. We can't hang our hat on one season.
Right.
Y'all killing that boy.
Gotta go on the whole career.
I ain't killing. I mean, 2 games.
Hey, but since we talking about PG, since the fact that PG wanted to leave and go to the Clippers, is that saying something about Russell Westbrook? Is that saying that you can't win with Russell Westbrook?
No, because he wanted to go home anyway.
It's saying something about the OKC. They were capped out. They didn't have assets to really move. They couldn't do much, so that was the team they were stuck with. If Roberson was healthy and they were going to play that defensive way, all right, but people blame too much.
Left after 1 year.
The man wanted to go home anyway. He wanted to go home anyway.
That's true.
Something else we don't talk about, Paul George in L.A. is kind of dangerous. Hide the strippers, hide the IG thoughts. We may have an issue.
Right. But look, no, but for real though, Paul George coming to the Clippers, leaving Russell Westbrook says a lot because of the simple fact that he walked away from a lot of money.
He got no. He didn't walk away from no money.
He
still gonna get the bread.
He kept his money.
But
he kept his money.
He kept all his money.
He gonna get all his money, but still to leave Russell Westbrook.
Nah, that's not an indictment on us. That's an indictment on the franchise. And honestly, man, they hit on all them draft picks in a row, and they just made a couple of bad decisions, and they were stuck because they were capped out. And that's why when they got that call, they said, "Oh hell yeah, we about to squeeze the hell out of these guys for the rebuild because we got no way of fixing this."
What do you think? Do you think had they got rid of Rusty and kept Harden instead, would you think they would have came out better off?
I don't really think so.
Because I'm gonna tell you,
I don't really think so.
I don't like Russell Westbrook watching him play organized basketball. To me, he's stupid. His IQ, he does the most boneheaded stuff at the most inopportune time. So I'm like,
let's do this with Russ. If somebody moved Russ to the 2 and just told him just to score, I think it'd be better for his career. But at the same time, you make that argument, I make that same argument about Harden. I don't like watching Houston play. The way that Harden plays right now, that loophole basketball, looking for a foul,
ISO ball,
exploit. It's like he found a 2K glitch and he just keep mashing that button. Like that's what it's like watching him play. I don't like how they play.
That's why I say,
but he's still a baller.
Better had they kept Harden because he's the better ISO player.
But for me, with Russell Westbrook, I don't think
you can say that now, but you definitely couldn't say that then. And then the NBA flipped during the time. Remember, it used to be the bigs were more important, so OKC prioritized Ibaka instead of Harden, and now they look stupid as hell for that. But the NBA changed. They thought they had a 20-year-old dominant center, so you had to lock him up instead of the guard. So they made that mistake.
I mean, where I give Russ credit at is he has yet to come out and speak about all these guys leaving. You know, he takes all the backlash, he holds it all in, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that.
Fire.
And why people keep wanting to keep to call him? Right, and why people keep wanting him to call him? Like, Russ is a 50 Cent type dude, you with me or against me type dude. So Durant calling him or Paul calling, that call ain't gonna go well. Oh, okay, well, I guess you're just gonna be a hold in and leave. Like, what way would a conversation with Russell Westbrook where you leave and go good? You know what I'm saying? You just gonna get cussed out.
I think it's something to be said that we've seen over the past several seasons where a lot of superstars team up to have a duo with another superstar or sometimes a trio, and you have Durant and then you have Paul George who wanted to leave. I don't think they dislike Russ on a personal level. I think they all cool. You know what I'm saying? I think they all friends. They hang out together. I think that he had just posted a couple of weeks ago when they was all together. But I think when it comes to on the basketball court, I think it speaks volumes that these guys don't want to play with one of the best point guards in the league.
I think y'all thinking of Russ in a totally different way, bro.
Game is made for blacktop
Russ
basketball.
take everything personal. And I don't necessarily agree with that. I think when you bring in Billy Donovan's got to pound the table and say, I'm going to do this my way. We're not going to do the Russ offense to satisfy him because Durant left and we got nothing, and we need Russ to sell tickets and get primetime games. So they kind of bent to Russ's will, and they designed a system that can't win in the playoffs, similar to Houston. So there comes a point to where, as a coach, you either got to say, look, man, this is not how we going to do it, or I'm going to lose my job, or you let it roll, and okay, you ain't about to win like this. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily blame them. I blame the organization when I see stuff like that. Like, okay, what good is it for y'all to get Russ a triple-double every night? What does that mean in the playoffs? Nothing.
Get swept. That's what it means. Get swept.
Right. Like,
get manhandled by Dame Dollar.
I mean, here's my thing. Even with that joking about Dame Dollar, we are like his ass don't get swept too. So what we saying?
Which might happen to him next year, but that one hurt Russ to the heart though, because Dame was one of his little homies, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a little bro. Like, he saw him as a
Dame
little dude
took him
to
to
come
camp.
to his camps. And then finally Dame killed him, so now he got to look at him as a peer.
Exactly.
You can't look
anybody
at him
that anybody that signs these anybody that say sign these max deals, anybody that sign these max deals, better watch out. Mike Conley caught it, Russ catching it now, Dame up next, and Steph gonna be right after that. Dudes that sign these max contracts and stay with their squads end up getting the worst end of the stick. They get their ass up out of there.
That ain't their problem. That's an administration
No,
problem.
I ain't saying it was.
Y'all ain't good at your job.
Yeah.
You know
what I'm saying? When you
bread.
and that's why, and Kemba Walker showed everybody, like, it's the reason why you don't stay and sign that max deal. I'll take one less year to go somewhere else where I can choose.
Oh, Mike
versus,
wasn't giving them that. He didn't have to worry. Mike wasn't even
Oh,
offering
yeah,
that.
Mike won't go do it either.
Yeah, Michael Jordan tight on that dollar now.
It wasn't no need to.
And you can't give
Kemba
Kemba Walker no 220. That's crazy as hell.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not giving a point guard, a non-wing player. All right, fam. I'm not giving no point guard no max deal. I can't do it.
Hey, you hit it. I think the point guard max deals over the past couple years, I think it's gonna hurt for years to come. John Wall, Chris Paul, and Russell Westbrook contracts are horrible. They getting $40-50 million the last 2 seasons. You know what I'm saying? They contracts. I think it's gonna make it hard in the future, man. I don't think GMs and organizations gonna give that to point guards, man.
It just depends on age and injury history, man. That's all we're really talking about right there.
And I want to put this out. I want to put this out there here too, because about any player, I don't like when folks say that a certain player is selfish. I don't think players go out there and say, "I'm gonna just do me." I think every player, when they become great, it's a certain point of the game where they look at guys and be like, "Y'all bullshitting. I'm gonna have to do it myself," and that is deemed as being selfish. But sometimes, and LeBron has showed us this, you keep deferring, then they cuss your ass out and be like, "You ain't got that killer instinct." I just feel like when dudes got
they
trashy
gonna get you either way.
Around them, yeah, they're gonna get you either way, man. Like we could build a narrative versus any superstar in the league that hasn't won, that's not named Kawhi this year. So anybody that lost this year, we could build a narrative to point to this why you won't success because you ain't do this. Steph, you don't never show up on the finals. You shooting 30% from the field. Look at this. See, that's why your ass lost. Like we can. I just don't want to fall into that narrative of always looking at guys and be like they can't win. Like with Russ, it's a lot of moving parts. Basketball showing us you need some form of trio with a big wing player and some shooters and a nice coach. Like everybody successful has that form of combination. You need some type of shooting. You need a big with you. Not saying he got to be overly good, but he got to be serviceable, two-way. I mean, Toronto this year, they had a lot of young wing guys, and also Golden State was beat up, but those guys was making plays. Van Fleet was making shit off the dribble. You had Kyle Lowry finally show up a couple games. We knew what Kawhi could do. Siakam had that first game when he dropped 30, and then he had spots here and there. Marc Gasol helping on the defensive end. You had Ibaka showing up like he was young. I mean, it's just certain pieces you need that a lot of people don't pay attention to versus having a bunch of big names.
And Siakam making Pop look like a fool for not demanding that they get Siakam back no matter what in that trade. Like, all of that is a factor, man. But the biggest thing in the NBA now is the windows are becoming shorter. Maybe you did a 3 or 4 year run, but the idea where you just going to sign all your guys and you just going to run the league for, forever, like what's going to end up happening is what we saw with Golden State, because today's league, it ain't physical like the 90s, but it's a leg game. You running constantly. It tears ligaments and all of that. And guys are going to look, if you play from June to June every year, guys going to start going down. Like, period.
That's true. That's a lot of basketball Golden State that played in the past, 4 or 5 years. People don't realize Stephen done played a lot of basketball. Stephen Clay and Draymond, they done played a lot of basketball these past 5 years. I mean, that's why
all the running you do now, closing out on 3-point shooters, pick and roll, it's a lot of movement, man. And it wears you. I'm telling you, man, it wears guys out. So them long windows like back in the day, I don't think that exists anymore.
No, man, everybody panic now.
Yeah, and I think that's a good point. I think teams have a 3 to 5 year window, and the team that they talked about, but we haven't talked about them at all since we've been on today. I look at what Elton Brand is doing with the 76ers, man, and I like what they're doing. I mean, Jimmy Butler, losing him, picking up Horford.
And they signed Tobias all that money. God dang.
Right. If old boy could get a jump shot, I think constructed they would have the best roster in the league, man, top to bottom. But
yeah, and I don't think Ben ever will. I just think you just gotta like we were talking about JaVale earlier. You just gotta see if you can find I'm in a rough shooter to just put around him. I think they did the right thing. They went and got the one guy who gave Embiid the most problem was Horford. So they went and got him and added him to the mix. Another big who can step out and shoot jumpers. So it helps like with pick and roll with Simmons. Because you got to play to his strengths now. And if you start Horford.
The kid from Miami is pretty good too. Richardson.
Yeah, Richardson
that wing.
Yeah. He is.
He's going to be nice. But the thing is, Embiid and Simmons are kind of early in their development, but they're, franchise players, but they're not good enough to win yet. So you had to add on pieces to them. So I get what they're doing. Like, okay, we got to spend this money and go now because, they can't do it by themselves. They're not ready to just run it by themselves. So you got to add on. So, it's worth the shot.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah, I mean, and them losing JJ to the Duke of the South down in New Orleans. I think they're going to miss him more than they think because one thing about Redick, if you leave him, you give him an inch. You know what I'm saying? 60% of the time, he gonna knock that bucket down, man.
Yeah, and Redick in New Orleans now too.
Yeah, but he was making 20 per, and you just couldn't afford 20 per and upgrade the other stuff too. And then the draft pick not working out, that kid, that really messed things up.
Folks,
Markelle Fultz.
Really messed them up. Yeah. Hey, what y'all think about Taco Fall in the Summer League with the Celtics, man? He been looking pretty decent, man.
I keep him.
I forgot to talk about him. I would keep him too.
Yeah.
I think Danny Ainge is maybe the best DM in basketball, bro.
Let Kevin McHale work on his block moves. Shoot.
I mean, you look at what they got out. You look at what they got out of the draft and undrafted rookies, and what they did at college. I mean, you look at Fall. He's a project. You look at Edwards from Purdue. You look at the Kid Williams from Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? Like those were ballers. You know what I'm saying on the college level, and he was able to bring all of them. You know what I'm saying into the mix with the other young core that he already has. I think, I don't know, man. I think they're gonna be all right. I don't think it's a huge drop off with Kemba, and Kyrie. I think Kemba's hungry. Kyrie got a ring.
Yeah.
Kyrie thinks he's the, top 1, 2, 3 point guard in the league. And you look at Kemba. Kemba has never had really anybody around him. Who's been the best player on Charlotte? You know what I'm saying? To help him out over the past several seasons. I mean, it's hard to say, man.
Kid Gilchrist jumper form. That's the best.
You know what I'm saying? What Tatum? I think Danny Ainge and the Celtics are going in the right direction, man. In the East with Kawhi leaving, I think it's Milwaukee and Philly 1, 2, however you want to put it, and then I think 3 through 6. I think that's wide open, man.
Yeah, but Danny at some point got to commit to something. He got to itch to get off the pot. Philly committed to what they want to do. Danny, he had all those assets, and he wanted to contend and keep all his options open at the same time when he really needed to plug the holes and get things right. Now, the Kyrie situation, nobody could have predicted that Kyrie, he's a little spacey, and him and the young boy just didn't get along. Then you had the young boys beating Gordon Hayward's ass in practice and then having to lose minutes to him, so that was a problem.
Yep.
But, Gordon's coming back from an injury, but, little young dudes don't care nothing about that. All they care about is, I'm better than this dude right now, so I should be playing. So they had a lot going on.
Nah, that's real, man. So look, man, we got like 2 minutes left. Anything else that y'all wanted to put out there before we end this stream, end this recording? Nothing.
Oh man, we right around the corner from training camp. You know, I love the NBA, but it's time to wrap this up. It's time to get on that field.
Oh yeah, football about to start up, man. The Wahoo start August 2nd for their fall camp.
Yes, sir.
NFL starting up soon, so yeah. This, basketball. I'm glad basketball making moves like this because it makes my job easier. It's not a lot of dead periods. Salute to the United States women's soccer team for winning the Gold Cup. The men came up short; they came in second, but salute to both squads. But definitely salute to the women's. Salute to Sue Bird. That's her. What's her name is her wife, right? Or just her girlfriend? The shorty that won the Golden Boot and all that. Rapper, how you say her last name? The one that Donald Trump didn't like.
Yeah, was it Patino, something like that?
Yeah, I don't want to say her name wrong.
Yeah.
But,
hey, shout out to young girl. Shout out to the young girl Coco too, man. In tennis, man. Like she gonna, you know what I'm saying? She gonna be up and coming. Only 15 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Now, did she lose? Did she lose this weekend?
Yeah, she lost today.
Oh, she lost today. Ah, man.
Yeah.
I was trying to find to see the next time she played, but yes, definitely salute to her. Only what? 15, right?
15, yep.
Yeah, salute to her, man. That's a youth movement. You gotta love that. But yeah, man. We gotta pub up this, especially the women's soccer team, man. You gotta give them a lot of love, man. This is their best team ever. Back-to-back champions, outspoken, do it their way. A lot of people thought they were, disrespecting the flag where they was posing for a photo and they dropped it. A lot of people said they did it on purpose. I just think we got to stop being so petty and just realize, man, they were just having fun and they got excited and leave that politics stuff, to the people in political science, man. We major in sports over here. But all right, fellas, man, definitely appreciate y'all for calling in. Vaughn, it's been a minute, man. Glad you chimed in, bro. Always a pleasure when you provide your knowledge, man. Definitely appreciate you, bro. And my man JaVale, I know you done changed your schedule, but definitely glad you chimed in today, bro.
Oh, yeah, always.
For sure, same as always. Always good chopping over stuff. My bad, Pimp.
Yeah. Oh, you good, man. But y'all be easy, man. I'm going to try to see if I can do another live show this week. Y'all know the rest of the week is hectic for me. But if I do, I definitely, you'll see the alert, man. But until next time, man, y'all be easy. Y'all be blessed. It's the BallHawk Show. We out.